I'm gonna tell you guys something. Welcome back to the Twin Flames Revelations, Twin Flame Chronicles. Okay, welcome back. But I gotta say this real quick before I forget. If I play any licensed music, I notice the other channels can play licensed music on their channel. Don't get copywritten. They don't get pinged for it. But as soon as I play one song on my channel, I get a copy. They will inform me, no, you cannot play that song. I noticed that too. But anyway, welcome back to Stop for the D. Daily dose, food for your soul, right? So you can become whole, stop looking like mold. VIP your vibe. You got to raise your vibe in order for you to survive, all right? So this is the Twin Flame Chronicles. That's what I'm calling it. Could have did this a long time ago, but so anyway, let's get back to it. What I do want to say, that I have a message for the other platforms out there that's not in Terrorland. YouTube is like the penitentiary. This earth is like the penitentiary. That's how I want you to look at it. If you're in an arena of doing blogging or reaction videos or just spitting shit, talking shit, just trying to shift people's shit, if that's what you about, stay over there. Because a lot of y'all are starting to creep into Terror Land and you have no idea what you're doing. Terror Land is not a very nice place because you got all kind of different species, people in that box of YouTube. So what I'm telling you is, you know, I have a lot of problems with tarot readers. Oh, Prosper Goddess Pay. You. Prosper Goddess Pay. Stay off my channel, baby. All right? I don't even watch your channel. You came up this morning. And it's so funny when God does that. So this is how I know when people's attentions and their attentions are either malice or malicious. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because he wouldn't bring it to my attention because I don't watch you. So like I turned on my YouTube this morning. I'm scrolling through whatever. And you pops up. I don't mess with your channel. You can slap on that, tap on that, stamp it, clamp it. So I clicked on a video of yours and you're talking about identifying with your mind and trauma and all that. See, the thing about what I'm talking about is nothing new under the sun. It's nothing new. But what is new that when I speak on something, then they speak on something. So this is where the competition energy comes in. This is where the seducement comes in and the reducement comes in. See, this is why they don't know they gotta see they speaking that shit and trying to duplicate and complicate the shit, but at the same time they don't know they got a crack in their own line that they need to untwine. This is the trick. This is the trick in the illusions. Do you understand? Because they living on the outside world, they trying to gain the world. They're not trying to gain purpose or soul energy, because like I said, we all in the bag, and it's up to you to find your way back home. That's outside world. That's the way of the world. So I'm noticing a lot of readers that do copy, they turn their comments off. My comments stay open. I just check some of my messages. I don't check my messages, but I went through them yesterday. But I don't check my messages. So somebody really trying to really get in touch with me, you need to email me. Because I really don't check them. Okay? So when I know I don't watch your channel, and Father tells me to click on your shit, so what I realized, I said, Father, I really don't care. But what it is, he wants me to shine. The light is being shined on that person. That means that you're doing something, you're getting too close. It's something that you're doing. Okay? That's what that is. Like I said, I don't bash and trash or label cable nobody. Because I know. This is why I can sit here and not get upset about people on their own set. Because I know you're working with a demon that's possessing you and finessing you at the same time. I know what I'm dealing with finally. For years when somebody did something to me, I'll look at that person in that flesh bag. Now, I ain't the flesh bag, baby. Don't get caught up on you got haters. Haters, really the meaning of haters is really people in your face that you know every day that's smiling in your face. That's what haters are. Haters are people that are insecure about who they don't know who they are. They unconscious. People are very just unconscious. They grinding themselves more to the earthly realm. There's a scripture in the Bible. He don't care how much knowledge you have. He don't care if you can quote mysteries. You know all the histories. You know the labels of Egypt. He don't give a shit about none of that. Like he said, if you don't have love in your heart, you're nothing. So what I'm going to tell you guys, trauma and the things we go through, it deadens your heart. So your heart box, your chakras won't open up, right? Okay. So, but anyway, We're gonna get past that, but let's read a little insert. But what I'm saying to the other platforms, I had to unsubscribe to some of you platforms because I noticed you trying to spit my shit and tip my shit. I'm not getting into that YouTube shit y'all got going on out there. It's none of my business. I stay in my business. I'm not getting into all that. And you ain't gonna draw me into it either. I'm noticing a lot of gospel channels, gossip channels. I'm noticing a lot of reaction channels that's not even in this arena. And you guys need, y'all need, what's the word for it? Y'all need lingo. Y'all need words. And I'm noticing a lot of men doing it. So what I'm telling you is, stay your asses out of Tarot Land, because if one of them witches find out that you copying her shit and rocking her shit, she gonna shift your shit now, because you don't know what you're dealing with. Because y'all out there with all that spit and talking about people and this, that, but pressing people and trying to press people, whoop, whoop, whoop. That shit only work with the 3D. You coming over to Tarot Land, you better be very, very careful. That's what I am going to tell you. That is a warning for outside people that's outside Tarot Land, that's coming in Tarot Land, getting on these tarot readers channels and going back spitting game. If they find out that you're doing that, okay, because you don't know what box you hitting, because everybody in Tarot Land is not playing a game. Everybody in Tarot Land is trying to become not insane. Do you understand what I'm saying? But there, we got some Reaper creepers out there. So keep messing around while you creeping around town in an arena you know nothing about. I suggest you stay your butt over there on that other side before you glide. I'm serious. Okay. So when I find that people are talking about one person all the time, I told you guys, the twin flames are the most hunted. They are the most hunted. So to let the outsiders know, I see you. I don't know if folks want to be you. I don't know if y'all trying to get managers, agents, contracts, the way y'all doing it. Nobody gonna sit up there and deal with that. All this shit talking, putting people down. And nobody dealing with that. YouTube is coming, ghetto YouTube. It is. It's becoming ghetto. I thought the goal was to be on YouTube, gain your following, whatever, and then elevate to a level of Oprah or Steve Harvey or somebody. That's what I thought it was for. Ain't that what Cardi B did? Cardi B got on what? She was on Instagram, YouTube, got her thing going, then she got on a TV show. It's chess game. Right? Or you start a YouTube channel because you're making products. You know what I'm saying? Getting yourself out there and you got products, and then you want to sell to your subscribers or the people who like you. I thought that was the goal. That's what I thought. Because people are up on subscribers. So-and-so got all these subscribers, but it's about your views that you get paid for at the end of the day. It's not about subscribers. It's about your views. You get paid for views. You don't get paid for subscribers. You got people out there got 100 subscribers and they got 10,000 views. Don't get stuck on subscribers. See, I don't know how to work my YouTube channel, so I'm going to have somebody work it for me. I don't know how to work this sucker, and I don't got time to know how to work it and twerk it and perk it. You understand what I'm saying? But for you outsiders, stay your ass outside the box. You stepping in the land because y'all talking that shit and whoop-de-whoop, and I'm this and I'm that, and I whoop-de-gut. All right, it ain't going to be no courtrooms. Ain't going to be no 911 phone calls. It's going to be some shit that you ain't going to be able to deal with. This shit is for real. It's not a fucking joke. Okay? So let's get right here. Yeah, Prosper Goddess Pay. Yeah, I don't watch her. And I clicked on it, no lie. I clicked on it, and she talking that shit. Like I said, identification with your mind and identification with your trauma and your drama Okay, I'm very consistent on my channel. I'm not inconsistent. I'm not the wind. I don't change when the wind change. But we label ourselves as high priestesses and empresses. High priestesses and empresses don't fucking copy or shit or shift. Nobody's try to shit. And then turn your comments off and think nobody don't see you with the bullshit. If you're dealing with tarot, any mystical shit, of course, if you tapped in and not trapped in, you're going to get in. Right? You guys are fighting outside battles. You fighting fleshly bags. You fighting with other people. At the end of the day, you missing the bullseye. It's a chess game, not a breast game. Shit. That's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. So I call it spiritual immaturity. Instead of calling people dumb and stupid, they spiritually immature. This is what's happening. Ignorance. People get lost because of ignorance and lack of knowledge. Not lack of college, lack of knowledge about your divine origin and where you is. Now we got folks talking about the churches and shit. Check this out. That's your business. But that church was a template so you can wake up, because see, it was unfair when we reincarnated down here because we forgot our divine origins. The Draconians and the Reptilians and the fallen angels already knew the business. So the Bible was put there as a template. That's what it's put there for. We're talking about blaspheming. Blaspheming means don't talk about other religions. That's what blasphemy means. Don't talk about other religions. Don't talk about Buddha, Jehovah's Witness, the Mormons, Apostolic, Baptist, what is this? Ecologic, all that shit. I keep my mouth off of all that shit. That Bible's a template, like I told you. In that Bible, you got the Nephilims there, right? Yeah, you got the Nephilims there. They lied about why the world was destroyed. You know, they want to put it off on the ark and all that, and Noah and all that shit. But see, they it's called shorthand. So the Nephilims there, but you don't hear anything else about the Nephilims. The Nephilims. You don't hear anything. You have to go to the Lost Gospels. Common Sense will tell you the books they didn't put in. I think it's about 46 motherfucking books that they didn't put in. They didn't want in. Locked in a safe somewhere. If you research the Vatican, where the priest is in the rooms, I think it's underneath. They got all kind of shit down there. You'd be surprised. So people were trying to distract you. So if I need to distract some shit because I want to track some shit, what do? I try to get in their bag and figure them out and try to throw some shit out. To bait them out. To call them out, right? Okay. But I'm telling you, outside, YouTubers, you bloggers, reality checks, whatever y'all do, I'm telling you now, you fuck around and come across somebody that's appointed and anointed, you're going to blow your shit. Stay the hell out of tarot land. Tarot land is not for the weak. You don't know what you're doing. Okay? That's what I am going to say to you. Because y'all creeping. Y'all peeping and creeping. In a minute, you're going to be steeping. Because like I said, I'm not that. I had a message for tarot land. Now this is a message for the other lands. Don't try me. It has nothing to do with I'm this and I'm that. I'm telling you. Because I have no control of what's going to happen. Because Father about sick of y'all. Truth let it be told. Miss my appointment. Okay, baby, you can reschedule. Okay, so anyway, check this out. So listen. Let's read an insert. Let's read an insert, baby. Okay, thus beings killed in combat or misfortune outside of their planet are at the mercy of rescue squad from their own star system. Okay, who are those killed in combat? Our queens that's missing. Our queens that are missing are killed in combat. This is combat, folks. All right? This is combat. Understand that. You got to have your own back. This is combat. Okay? We got a lot of missing black women. We got a lot of kids. We got women, period, missing. I remember we had one in Texas. This one dude, he finished school. He worked for the county. He got missing in the middle of the day. I keep telling y'all, check your phones, man. How you think they tracking people in the middle of the day, in the daytime? Asking you just little questions. Where's so-and-so street? You got a phone, dude. Look it up on your direction GPS. I had somebody ask me the other day, where's so-and-so street? I looked at him. Check this out, man. You got a phone. What's happening with you? Step back in the store. Because I seen him circling in the parking lot. So these folks on these platforms telling you, don't worry. No. If you are an advanced soul and you don't know it, trust me, they're going to blow it. They're going to try to get to you. Why you think a lot of these people are dying and coming up missing? Because they don't want them to wake up. So we're going to get to them before they wake up. Because they still in their bags. They ain't tagged their bags. They still don't know who they are. And this is a threat. Okay, you're a threat to the spiritual realm. You're a threat to their realms. You understand? Okay, so outside of the planet are the mercy of the rescue squad from their own star system or re-signed to eventually become a part of the nearest planet karmic cycle, where they will eventually incarnate into a physical body depending on the spiritual maturity of the race of beings that one takes form in. An advanced soul may find him or herself incarnated into a comparatively backwards race and surrounded by spiritual ignorance. In this environment, the soul may well forget who they are and then go about committing deeds that may create a karmic obligation to be rectified in the present life or future lives. So listen. So a lot of advanced souls are born in a family that is ass backwards, breech, and has spiritual ignorance. And what happens is when we descend down in our bags and the things we got to come through and go through to get through, because your spark starts in the dark, do you understand? You may end up getting lost in the sauce due to the fact that you was born to spiritual ignorance in a backwards ass race, family. So what happens is you commit deeds to other people where you have to relive that shit out in the next lifetime. So I'm saying this to say that. Take me, for instance. All this shit been going on for 10 years, right? And I was sitting there, and we all do this. I'm not a bad person. I didn't do nothing wrong. I ain't messing with nobody's husband. I ain't two-faced, and I ain't calling nobody. Guess what? You better check your back box, man. So I said I was a motherfucker in my last incarnation. I had to be. So when you can look at that shit like that, you can be like, okay, so this is my fucking karmic obligation. Is that right? All right, let's go on and stripe it up, man. Let's go on and do that. Fuck it. But the dark ones, the reptilians and the draconians want you to think that you're just being picked on, that you're being want you to identify with you being picked on and you ain't shit and you ain't all that shit. No. It's your karmic obligation. You committed some deeds in your last incarnation. So in this lifetime, you may not be that person in that last lifetime, right? But in this motherfucking lifetime, you had to. So you're paying out your karma deck. So the bottom line is, and the top line is, not to create any more karmic obligation. Because the reason the world is in the place, because what happens is, if you're in a flesh body, your motherfucking ass got a karmic debt. Period. So that's why people kill me about this bullshit. I'm the one. I'm so sick of that shit. You ain't the goddamn one of nothing. You're many of ones. There's many of number ones. We all have our own battle to fight. But people are coming to coming in your circle or coming in your environment. They want to fight with you. And what I do, man, move. Get the fuck out the way, man. You're going to get out of my way because I already know what I'm dealing with. Right? Okay, check me. So instead of looking at that you got people backstabbing you all the time and And motherfuckers dropping dimes on shit and being two-faced and being fake and shit. You have to be all that shit in the last incarnation. That's the shit that you did. That's how you tell. Okay, so now I get it, Father. That's why a lot of people give up and they end up on the streets on crack and homeless, right? Those are people that are unconscious. They forgot their divine origins. And I tell you all the time, when you find that people are pressing one person, even on YouTube, that Negro is meant for something in the spiritual realm. He's a threat. So we got to get the little pets, the nibble and kibble, right? Okay. Now check me. That's one of the ways you can look at it. You got a mama problem, any issue that you have, let it be known that your ass did something in the last known. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, so karmic obligations be rectified in the present life or future lives. All karma must be balanced either through conscious choice, make a choice to balance and know that's what you did, or grace, divine forgiveness. That's what it's called, divine forgiveness, which is only offered at the end of the cosmic cycles in order to progress up to the next level on the ascension process. However, without awareness of the soul, that is negative actions against others will require it to experience similar actions or make some form of retribution. The soul can acquire considerable karmic debt before it learns how to transmute this burden. In the meantime, the presence of the debt will require the soul to return to the planet after each death. Fuck that, I ain't coming back. You gotta be bent. Shit. This binding the soul to the planet for a period of perhaps considerable lifetimes. Earth, in a comparison to the Peletic, is a spiritually immature planet. Earth is an immature planet, spiritual immature planet. And this to be forced to incarnate there through misadventure is most unfortunate. All Palestinians and Palestine military personnel are taught from the beginning of their early training how to die a conscious death. Backward worlds fear death and see it as some measure of fatality, the end point of their existence. In truth, there is no death, and the destruction of the body is only an energetic transition point yet to another manifestation of life along the path toward eventually rectifying with God. There's no such thing as death. The end of your existence. What did it say? Like I said, don't say nothing about no damn high priestess, no damn empress. It says we're in military personnel taught from the beginning of their early training how to die a conscious death. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Do I need to say that shit again? Military. We are military personnel. Yeah, with y'all people. Okay. With the knowledge of Pakistan is taught to die consciously so they can have some measure of choice in what happens following the death of their body. Remember I said, yeah, I can die broke, motherfucker, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to die no fucking dumb. Unconscious. That's the point, people. Okay. Most primitive races wake up in their higher dimensions after dying, only to fall back to sleep. Once they fall asleep, dreaming a long dream, these beings are completely at the mercy of the karma and those angelic beings assigned to allot them to their next life. As karma is completely about balance, the life chosen will be the one can assist the soul to learn lessons and reduce their karmic imbalance or debt. Alice in systems where darkness has infiltrated, such as the earth, karmic debt can reach such a state that it becomes almost impossible for the poor soul to balance the equation in any number of lifetimes. Once this state is reached, these souls must wait for the end of the cycles, when particularly windows of anticipation occur and grace can be offered and karmic debt cleared. The Pakistan souls have reached a level of soul maturity where they know and understand these karmic rules. You got to understand your karmic deck and your karmic obligation, your karmic rules. This, they are particularly careful about how they live and how they interact so as to not incur unnecessary karma. Human life forms are found on Earth, have little understanding of such laws, and generally live their lives in self-focus, bringing suffering to others and themselves through their thoughts and words and deeds. I'm going to say that again. You bring suffering to yourself through your thoughts, self-focus, bringing suffering to others and themselves through your thoughts, words, and deeds. Because folks don't understand the laws. By the lords of the Scythians, Tibet exclaimed as his body was ripped apart in an explosion. There was a brief pause and then a sense of bright, brilliant light. He remembered almost immediately his training. His training. Not that I'm a high priestess and I'm an empress. And my twin flame and my love, and he wants me, and does he loves me, and if he's not, and da-da-da-da-da. It's not about that shit. It's training to not fall asleep, but to participate completely in the process of the transformation. He must wait in the outer spheres of Earth, astral realms, for help to arrive from his home, star system, or be doomed to who knows how many primitive lives on Earth. The light grew brighter still, yet there was no pain or discomfort in his eyes. Remember, he got blown up in an explosion. He had to remember his training, because he has to remember his training. He has to stay awake. Then he remembered that he did not have any eyes as such as was perceiving his experience via his expanded consciousness. He was becoming part of the all and being drawn towards its central focus point. Now let's get back to this. Self-focus. What is self-focus? Gotta be the one. Gotta win at all costs. I gotta be the greatest YouTuber. I gotta be the greatest tarot reader. And I'm gonna do anything, any means necessary possible to convince people and to take shit and fake shit and rake shit and hide shit to do this. That's self-focus. You're being seduced. You're lost. You're not on the path. You forgot your damn training. You're gonna hear a lot of tarot readers talk about the mind now. Like I said, when I move, they move. You're going to hear a lot of readers talking about the mind. Identifications with the mind. You're going to hear a lot of them talking about that's what they want in your mind. Which is facts, is true. But at the same time, y'all asses should have been talking about that shit. And the problem is, you talk about it when I talk about it. Do you understand? So that's self-focused energy. I'm using that as an example. That's self-focused energy. Especially when they don't say, hey, daily foods for your soul, how you doing, right? Ghost watching, right? You don't push no buttons, right? That's your what you're doing is you just getting more karma debt added to your plate. That's all you're doing. I'm trying to tell y'all. That's all you're doing to yourself. It's up to you. Okay? So that's self-focused energy. That's an example of self-focused energy. Okay, so let's go up here. The karmic life review beings have been alerted that a potential influx of more advanced souls may be about to present themselves for karmic life revision. Compared to the typical earthly review, this was a moment of considerable curiosity amongst the karmic reviewers, used to a diet of human desires. Self-focus. We're going to put human desires under there, wants and fears, to be presented with no less than 4,521 external star system souls. Some nearing completion of their fourth dimension sojourn was enough to quicken their internal frequencies to bursting level. Where they're human, they might be accused of becoming excited and aroused. In the absence of such emotions, their light body simply flashed an array of lights and frequencies. Do you know what your light body look like? Have you seen your light body? I've seen my light body. I have long hair. I got pink, blue, sparkling, real slim, like I am now. That's my light body. I see my light body. Okay. Presently, a reviewer entered in Talbot's consciousness. Words were not necessary through he heard the being voice as clear as if it was his own internal mind chatter. Welcome, Talbot, said the being. I sense that you are not afraid and remain alert. This is a good sign. See, when you die, you have to remain alert. You have to. Blessings, Talbot radiated back. His training serving him well. He knew that this being had considerably. Hold on. Yeah. Considerably say in what happened next. He had also been told that his level of being was beginning to infiltrate by the dark energies and had been responsible for attempting to direct discarnate souls into life paths. Discarnate souls into life paths that were not in their best interests. Okay, so these reptilians and these higher forces and dark energies will tempt you to pimp you to get you into life paths that's not in your best interest, like going down that hustling path, that prostitute path, that using people path, that's marrying for people for money path, that all I want is a house and kids and a man, that path. Do you understand? Drugs, talking about people, envy, jealousy path. That's the path they want you to go down. The 7 deadly sins path. Engage this being with a level of conscious respect. He then asked a question to confirm that he was indeed the presence of a beloved being. Do you serve the true light? Tidbit radiated to the being. Yes. The being answered with a level of deep respect and gratitude. Tidbit allowed the answer to be weighed and considered by his heart. Unlike the mind, the heart cannot be tricked. He took his time. What I say? The mind can be tricked, but not the heart. That's where the spark starts. That's where it is. It's in your heart. Tidbit knew the evil was impatient, that it preferred to hurry people whenever a decision was required. Like these men I was talking about. Right? You gonna call me? Right? Gave my answer. Didn't like it. Bam. Out. Trying to rush it out. Then we got the other one. Mr. Lieberman, Emperor. Come on. I can get you something. Don't you want something? Get in the car. Come on. Girl, what's wrong with you? Well, first of all, if I got in the van, you have to bring me back anyway. So take your ass to the store and go get it and bring it back. So, right? Got upset when I didn't do that. Trying to rush your decision. This was because what happens is these men, they think by you being celibate for so long that they got a weak part. Right? Well, she's been celibate for so long, and she's no. Okay, this evil could increase its chances, influencing the decision in its favor. Right? Tidbit listened deeply to his heart, and he could feel that only love and compassion flowed from this being. He began to feel as if he was home, and then he felt his own heart open and return the love, so that this little beautiful energy was flowing back and forth between the two of them in that moment. Okay, he knew that he could trust this being, right? Okay, let's get another important part. This tab is set out to explore his new temporary home, feeling proud that he had passed an important test and would now stay awake. He would use whatever time remained to find out all he could about the history of Earth by assessing the planet's Oshkosh records. The Oshkosh records are sometimes called the Library of the Halls of Light. That's what the Oshkosh record is, the Library of the Halls of Light, where every event regarding a person to a planet's life is recorded. One can only access information about those beings whom one has come into relationship with. Did you hear what it said? Okay, so nobody can crack into your records. Only people can crack into your records. It says about those beings whom one has come into relationship with. Karmic ties were especially well documented. Lord Septak had just been responsible for the death of over 91,000 beings. That's why I'm taking that Lord shit out of my mouth. Now had access to only Lord Septak, but also connection. Lord had a revelation to Earth, their common link throughout his karmic history. Tabak was driven to find out about the Dinos, and if there was a shred of truth in what Septak said about the Lyrans destroying the Dinos. Did the Lyrans really do this? Did they forcibly take the Earth from its early harmless race of Draconians? Were the Dinos really innocent, or were the Lions acting for a higher good, having foreseen what they could become? Tip had just been skilled in a Draconian ambush and was now left waiting to in astral realms of a far distant planet. He had a lot of questions. He pressed on with a determination to find the answers. Okay? Come on now. Okay? So the bottom line, so my lord, said the leader of the reptilian guard, it seems that the plan of a grand collective of 7 to summon advanced souls to incarnate into the Earth matrix, an attempt to awaken humanity from within, has begun. Our embedded sources have intercepted a rapid increase in fourth to third dimension energy transference. It would appear that the first group of advanced souls are descending into from form in this very moment. I seen that. We talk about the planet Venus all the time, but Venus got caught up. Venus got caught the hell up. We're going to leave it right there. The Dark Lord pondered the information for many tense moments. Let's go over there again. So, the planet Venus, it looks like a silver platinum moon. I seen it. There were little lights coming down. And I was looking back. Coming down. Descending. These motherfuckers was watching that shit. The Dark Lord pondered the information for many tense moments before uttering a guttural hiss. He hissed. Yeah, he hissed. Yeah, I watch people do the hissing. I will retire to my inner circle and consult the dark angels, they said. Keep me informed of all developments. See if also if there are any way of identifying the new arrivals as they are born. So you're going through this shit, you was identified. So then they possess and finesse your mamas and your daddies. Then they possess and finesse your cousins and all that. Because what's the best way to break somebody's back and keep them like a tack? It's through your mama, through your daddy, through relationships, through men, through the identification that you're not worthy, that you're not loved, that you ain't shit. And your color, because you black. You're black. You gay. Oh, that gay tactic is for real. Talk to my gay folks. You gay. They want you to feel unworthy. They want you to feel nasty. They want you to feel slimy. But question is, if this is just a fleshly bag, this is a body, right? Right? Now, the gay shit was thrown in there so we could not identify each other as we whole and we all souls and we are our brother's keeper, not our brother's weepers. Because folks is looking at them, they gay. And the Bible says what? You got to be smart. So we got the gay folks, right? They trying to live their life. They don't understand the strife. They looking at the Bible. They confused. That's why most of them get on drugs. Start prostituting and shit. All that dumb shit. Then you got the world looking at them, judging them, right? At the same time, that's keeping you grounded. That's keeping you grounded in your fleshly bag. That's keeping you identified with the earth cycles. Because if we are a body, we are stars that has encased ourselves in a female or male form, which was formed. How's it any such thing as being gay? How's it such thing as being gay when we all stars in a fucking body bag, man? You got to come out your bag. You got to come out your bag, so you got to get dragged to come out your bag. You have to get dragged to come out the fucking bag. So I'll be very, very fucking careful about gay and this and that and color and racism. Like the white folks, y'all are fucked up. Keep looking at black folks like they see, and that's where the white race is getting it fucked up at. You judging black folks, you ain't shit. They're keeping you in your bag. Because like I said, when you die, you have to know. You have to be awakened. It's about you being awakened before you die. You don't die to be awakened. You have to awake and shake before you fucking close them damn eyes. If you don't, okay? It says, yes, my lord, says the reptilian, bound to the Lord Machai, turned into retreated to a circle. The circle was a silver ring of several matrix in diameter, placed with an upside down pentagram. So some of y'all out there in Tarot Land is using the Dark Angels tools out of ignorance. Pentagram. Each point of the pentagram was illuminated by the internal flame, a flame that could never go out lest the power that was contained within the circle escape. Such as was the potency of the energy contained within the circle, that only those with the physical strength of the draconian overlord could enter into the circle and survive. Machai slowed his breathing, then his heart rate before stepping into the circle. At first the body flinched with the energetic charge, but then quickly adapted, accustomed to the dark vibe. Dark vibe. He grew accustomed to the dark vibe. That's what a lot of people's problem is. That's why you can't survive, because you have grown accustomed to the dark vibe. He sat down in the middle and entered a evergreen blood appeared at the corner of his left eye. He had made contact with the dark angels, and even though he was their sworn ally, everyone gave something to the darkness, even a draconian overlord, and the toll of his massive body was becoming to show. That's how you can tell people dealing with dark and light. They start to blow, not glow. His mind now melded with the dark angels, his thoughts and their flow of freely. Ah, says Samuel, the leader of the fallen angels, also known as Satan. So the council thinks they can infiltrate our arrangement and change things from within. Interesting. A vigilant strategy. How wonderful will it be to feast upon the higher energies of these advanced souls? Did you hear the word feast? And noble souls, as they become lost in their tricky web. Not tricky, sticky web, it says. The council has sent us an energetic feast. How thoughtful of them. Why, by ingesting the power of these great souls, we shall grow stronger than we have ever been. Why, we may even be finally able to challenge Father ourselves. He laughed in confidence. Beelzebub called Samuel, ready your hordes of demons and send them forth to the earth. From this moment on, we have them checked in on our newborn babes. We don't want any getting through and causing us trouble. I want to know where each one is and when it arrives. Does that story sound familiar in Pharaoh? Allow me the privilege, interrupted Lilith, Samuel's wife. Everybody got a counterpart. Even the devil got a counterpart. A female counterpart. Everybody got a counterpart. My dark reputation with children is legendary, isn't it not? Done, said Samuel. Let both of you attend these new arrivals. We shall follow and hound them from their first to their last incarnation. And when we have finished with them, they will be doomed to oblivion like the rest of the stock. They call it a stock and cattle. Haven't failed yet again to be ready for harvesting or liberation by Father. Samuel now tuned into Machai with almost sadistic intensity, always eager to show off his superior strength. Machai, have you made contact with the reptilian souls that left behind from the earlier Pascat attack? Yes, my lord, we have replied. Machai, shuddering, uttered the intensity. And have they been strategically placed within the human population? Questioned Samuel. We have begun the process, yes, Lord, said Machai. Oh, good. You see, Father is not the only one playing behind the scenes here. So Machai's psychic powers was amplified through connection of the fallen ones. See, this is what I'm talking about, your psychic powers. Psychic powers don't always come from the Father. Okay? The reptilian commander, his powers came from the fallen ones in his meditation chamber. Okay? And we're going to leave it right there. So self-focus will get you unfocused. That's why I say stop the labels and cables. Stop the black and white. Stop the gay shit. The body. You got to stop all that shit. You guys are getting lost in the sauce with the shit. It has nothing to do with you are a star in a body bag. And you have to remember your bag and your bad. You have to remember your military training. Okay, I had best convey the fallen one's plan to the Draconians in person. Thought my child telepathically be intercepted. We have a chance here to steer the souls of humanity into our galaxy with the unwitting help of the fallen ones. Their only interest is to stop human souls from ascending. And how short-sighted. What if we not only did that, be constructed interdimensional portal to funnel them back to our world? What if we did this at the end of the cycle when their soul development energy potential is at its greatest? So they do this shit when your soul and your potential at its greatest because they want the advanced souls and the twin flame souls. And what if we manage to snare a number of incarnating advanced souls in the process? Oh, what a glorious plan, my child. He could almost hear the Draconian say. The plan would see him admitted to the circle of Shur. Then he would really know the power, and perhaps as a circle of 13, right? Harvesting, cattle, feast. That's what they want. All right. So that's it for the twin flames. I'm gonna come back and do earth signs and give you guys this is just a mixed deck of some healing tools that you can use to balance your shocks and block them thoughts, man. It's all about your mind being on the vine. They want you to identify. Once you identify with your trauma, since we want to talk about identification with trauma, do it right. You need to do it right. What is identification? That means you don't have enough. The reason people can't dispel their past and reason people can't stop identifying with their trauma because you don't have enough spiritual presence. You're not present and you don't have enough spiritual presence. So what happened is the things that in your box that you did not get rid of, the pain, okay, if you didn't get rid of that pain, it's just they're dormant. So the reason a lot of people can't dispel their pain or just get through the past is because you don't have enough spiritual presence. You're not conscious. You're still unconscious, my friend. All right. So that's it with that. And I'll talk to you guys later and have a good one.